Hi guys, and welcome to English 1B Online. My name is Brianna Kuhn and I will be your instructor for the spring 2018 semester. So please do watch this whole video because we're going to get into some of the syllabus, how to navigate through Canvas, and some of our textbook information. So this will all be really important for you to kind of learn how to be successful in this class. All right. So we can go ahead and get started. I've logged into Canvas, and you notice if you have more than one course in Canvas, you will notice that there's these different tiles here. Each tile on the dashboard is what it's called. Each tile will be a different class. Okay, so for us, we are English 1B Spring 18. So we can go ahead and click on it, and then this is our class. And so we're going to start with the syllabus. So all you would have to do is click on the syllabus tab. And then you can either click on the magnifying glass, which in Canvas will allow you to view the embedded document right there in Canvas and scroll, or you can click on the arrow and it will download to your computer. And for the purposes of this video, that's what I've decided to do. So we can minimize this, and you'll notice right here on the syllabus page all the due dates and assignments for every week. And so once we go through the syllabus, this will start to make more sense, but everything in Canvas is a clickable link, so you can even click on these assignments and go straight to them, but again, later in the video I'm going to show you how to navigate through our modules. This is just kind of a second way to see what's due, but anyways, let's get to the syllabus here. So here we are, so we can kind of just start scrolling through. My name again is Brianna Kuhn. Here is my email address, bkuhn@saddleback.edu. This is a really good way to get in touch with me. You can just click on it or copy and paste it. Another way to get in contact with me is to click on your inbox right here on the left. And then to start a new conversation, you would just click on the leaf, and then you can select English 1B, and then you can type in my name. And I pop up right there. And then you can just type in your subject and message right there and click send. That will come to that same email address on the syllabus. So either way, whichever you prefer is totally fine. Here's our section number. Our course website is here. Again, we are on Canvas. Please note the add and drop and pass no pass deadlines. Those are really important. Be sure you're paying attention to those. So we can kind of get started here with our course theme, the danger of a single story. So I'll just read a little bit of this. Welcome to 1B. This semester we will look deeply at the work by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, a Nigerian woman who speaks about the danger of a single story. She argues that forming single stories of people and places robs people of dignity. In our course, we will listen to her TED Talk and use her arguments as a foundation as we progress through our essays and assignments. We will examine our preconceived notions of other people, different places, varying ideologies, and even ourselves. This form of introspection can lead to spacious thinking and to formulating new worldviews, and I'm very much looking forward to hearing everyone's insights as we progress through our course. So, if you notice here, this is kind of a unique course theme. We are going to be challenging our own stereotypes, looking at why these stereotypes exist, what kind of damage they can do. In no way, however, do I expect you to agree with everything presented in this course. This is not a course that is meant to brainwash you at all. Instead, it is meant to just show you different kinds of information, show you how to be a little bit more tolerant of differing opinions, but in no way am I asking you to change your own opinion. I'm just simply asking you to understand and tolerate other opinions at the very least. So that's kind of just a little precursor to our course. So hopefully you're interested in this theme here. We could keep going. I'm not going to read everything. I do want to talk about the textbooks. So this textbook, Current Issues and Enduring Questions, this is going to be kind of the textbook that will teach more about reading and writing strategies, composition of essays, things like that. So later on in the syllabus, it will be abbreviated to CIEQ, current issues and enduring questions. I've given you the ISBN there. Feel free to get the book however you can in a cheaper format. However, you do need the 11th edition. I've had students in the past use the 10th edition, and there are readings missing from the 10th edition. So I'm allowing you to go try to find the book on Chegg or Amazon or something like that, but you do need the 11th edition, okay? Now the other Westmore is our other book. This is a novel, okay? So you can kind of get almost any version of this that you want. The chapters will all be the same. So this novel is about two African American men who grew up in Baltimore, and they have the same name. So the author's name is Westmore, and he's also writing about another man named Westmore. And so the author ends up very successful. He's a Rhodes Scholar. He travels the world. He's just extremely successful. And the other Westmore ends up in prison for life. And so the novel is really interesting. There's 8 chapters, and in each chapter, half of the chapter is about the author, and half of the chapter is about the other Westmore. And so each chapter is a different year in their lives, and so we get to see what was happening to the author during that year, what was happening to the other Westmore during that year. And so the book is a real commentary on how two boys from the same place with the same name can end up in drastically different circumstances. So we get to see where their paths diverge and how they end up where they do. It's a fascinating book. It's one of my new favorites, so I really hope you enjoy. And then just a little blurb here. We are going to be watching Hidden Figures. I have given you, like I say here, rental links to rent it either on Amazon or at Redbox. Or if you've already seen it, then you're ahead of the game. The rental links I have given you are very, very cheap. Of course, Redbox is like $1.30 or something like that per day. Amazon, I think, is around $4 or $5 if you want to rent it on Amazon. So these are the 3 texts that you will absolutely need to have. Okay. So let's keep going. I'll let you guys kind of read through all of this. What I really want to get to is the course organization. So our course will be divided into weekly modules. Each module will contain all the lecture materials, handouts, videos, assignments, and submission links for the week. Each folder will become available the day the previous folder's assignments are due. Because we want to simulate the pace of a typical classroom, we will all work at the same pace, completing one folder at a time. Each week, we have 2 deadlines. We will complete all assignments each Sunday, with the exception of responses to your peers' discussion boards, which are always due on Mondays. This will allow you to creatively and insightfully respond to your peers' work after everyone has had the opportunity to post. So really, every single thing for the whole entire class is going to be due every Sunday, except for when you respond to your peers' discussion boards. Those will be due on Mondays. Now, of course, if you complete the peer reviews on Sundays, then you're just done for the week. You don't have to worry about the Monday deadline. But I do give you an extra day to complete those because, like I said, some students wait until Sunday night to finish their discussion board, so this gives you another 24 hours to respond. And so I think at this point I want to take you guys to Canvas to kind of show you what this looks like. So if we go back, we need to go back to our class here, 1B. Just a quick note here, these links on the outside margin apply to all of Canvas. So this is the inbox for every class on Canvas. However, the inside margins is just for our class. Okay, so these are the ones we'll be working with from now on. So we want to click on the Modules tab, and essentially this is really the only tab you're going to need for the whole semester. Okay, so you can see here that I've finished the modules for every week already, Module 1. So how I've organized it, I've labeled them Module 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just so that it's easier when we correspond via email. You can just tell me, hey, I'm in Module 4 and, this is an issue I'm having. So I've also included the due date for each module, and since by the time we get down here, there's a lot of modules, so I've told you where all the essay materials are too, so you don't have to kind of go through every module to find them again. Anyway, so let's go here. These are collapsible, so when you click on it, they do expand. And you can kind of see here, this will unlock January 15th at 7 a.m., the day before our class starts. For the rest of the semester, every module will automatically release every Sunday at 7 a.m. So this module here, Module 2, will release January 21st at 7 a.m. and then it is due January 28th at midnight. So you have a little over a week, about a week and half a day or so, to finish every module. Now you don't have to really remember when all the modules will release, they will just do it automatically. But just so you know, you'll be able to see the new week's material every Sunday at 7 a.m. And then every module is due Sunday at midnight. So let us just kind of practice going through our first module here. So what I've done is I've labeled all of the items within the module with 1.1, 1.2. So the first number, the 1, indicates what module we're in. 1, 1, 1, 1. And then the second number indicates the item within the module. So if you notice for module 2, the first number is always going to be 2 so that you can see you're in module 2, and then this is the first item, second item, third item, etc. Anyway, so you can scroll through these modules. So let's start with that. So you can start by clicking on the first item there, tasks due 121, and it just tells you need to read this. So this is simply a list of what's in the module and what you will need to do. These are also clickable links. Okay, so if you want to, you can just work right from the task list and go through and click everything and complete everything that way. What I recommend, however, at least for the first couple of weeks in the class, if you're not used to Canvas, what I recommend is just scrolling through, just because it'll ensure that you really do get to everything and you don't have to keep returning to this page. So once you go click next, you'll notice here, let me go back for just a second. The task list is also in order of the rest of the module. So if you just hover over the next, you notice it says 1.2 syllabus quiz. That is the first thing listed here, right? And then the Adichie TED Talk will come after that. So when you click next, all you will need to do, for you guys it won't say preview, it will say begin or start or something like that. So this is the syllabus quiz. You'll want to read the syllabus thoroughly and then go ahead and take this quiz. And then once you're done, you click next. See, there's the Adichie TED Talk. Okay, you just click on that and it'll open. And then here's her transcript of the TED Talk right there. So you can have this open while you're watching it if you'd like. Here is a little page that I want you to complete. So there's thorough instructions here. This one and the one at the very end of the semester will be the only ones that are like this. But what you're going to do for this is click on Edit right here. And then you are just simply going to add your responses here. And then move on to the next one. I think there's 6 or 7, 6 of them there. So the next person, you go back in and edit, you hit enter, and then you add your response. Do not touch anybody else's response. I want this to be a catalog of everybody's response because you'll need to return to this for the discussion board. So when you're done, you would click save. Okay, so you can go ahead and read those instructions. It should be pretty simple. And then we want to click next. Here's the corresponding discussion board. So here I want you to review everyone's responses on that previous page, and then you're going to answer these questions and respond to peers. Okay. And then next, there's an Adichie discussion board from that TED Talk. So again, part 1, you want to answer these questions. Part 2 is responding to 2 peers. And then notice that it says the next thing is module 2. So once you get to the new module, you're done for the week, right? You have now completed everything. So if we return to the syllabus tab really quick, if you notice here, the 3 assignments that are due are the syllabus quiz and the 2 discussion boards for the first week. So the syllabus tab will include all of the assignments that you need to submit that will be graded, but it won't include things like handouts or videos. So that's where you would go to the modules to get everything else. But if you just want to know, okay, what I actually have to submit for the week, the syllabus tab is a good reference. So that is essentially Canvas. And then you have your grades here. You can see all the discussions here if you want to, but really the modules tab is all you're going to need. Okay, so let's go back to our syllabus. Okay, so we have a course breakdown here of the grades and the grading scale. You can kind of take a look at that. We'll have some essays and some homework. Here's the discussion board, rubric, quizzes, rough drafts. So you will want to read all of this for the syllabus quiz. Okay. Something for the email. Please note the bold. Please be respectful and professional. Address me before beginning your message. Edit your email for grammar errors and sign your name. And if you can include your course section number, that would be great because I'm teaching more than one class. So please just be respectful when you email me. Sign your name so I know who you are. Okay. So again, you'll want to kind of read through all of this. Resources for success are here. I do have my teaching philosophy and a little bit about myself. These are my cats, Archie and Bailey. So you can kind of read a little bit about me. If you want to know when the major assignments are due, I have a chart here, essay 1, 2, 3, and 4. The rough draft and final drafts are listed. And then here's the weekly schedule. So in addition to the syllabus tab on Canvas and the modules, I've provided you a thorough and complete schedule for the whole semester. So I know the modules don't release until Sundays at 7. So if you want to see what's coming up at any point during the semester, this is the place that you would want to find that. So notice here I have the reading due. So actually let's back up a second. Each row contains the materials, videos, readings, activities, and essays due for each deadline. CIEQ refers to our textbook like I mentioned before. Scroll back up really quickly. CIEQ is right here. And then TOWM refers to the other Westmore. Okay. And then if the reading is on Canvas, it will say link on Canvas. DB refers to discussion board. Assignments are due the day they are listed, and then there's a video to help you with the calendar if you need it. So the first column is what week we're in. The second column is the due date for that week, and the third column is everything due that week, and the fourth column is everything that's going to be covered that week. So everything due January 21st is listed right here. This is the reading, and then these are the assignments. Remember, we already went over this. The course expectations responses, that's the one where you edit the page and then you type in your responses to those 6 questions and hit save, and then we get that catalog of everyone's responses, and then the 2 discussion boards and the syllabus quiz, right? And then you can see week 2 and so on. This goes for the whole semester. One quick note. Let's see here. Okay. So please note that spring break is March 18th to March 25th. So when we get to that, that's not until week 9, but just so you can kind of understand what I've done here. March 18th, this is everything that's due. Note the apostrophes quiz kind of got cut off, but it's part of March 18th. And then I'm giving you 2 weeks for the next module, March 18th to April 1st, and that's in honor of spring break. So just so you know, that's, again, way later in the semester, but some students get confused by that. You do get 2 weeks for the April 1st module. So we'll address that later as well. So you can kind of see I have it all done for the entire semester. Okay, so that is our syllabus. See if there's anything else on Canvas that I needed to talk about. I think that was everything. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me. Again, you can go to your inbox or simply copy and paste the email from the syllabus. And I'm very much looking forward to this semester, and I hope you all enjoy, and I will see you online.